There we go. We
Hi,
on.
hi, hi,
We are on.
everybody.
How your
Family
mama
bloodline.
doing?
Say again, Cuzzo.
I say, how your mama doing?
You stupid.
That's a good question. I do need to go and see how my mama doing. I need to call her.
She's fine.
I was gonna ask y'all.
She's good. I don't know how to go live from
My
Facebook.
mama just paid her car off, and
That's
then no soon she
Hey.
no soon she paid off, the AC go out, heating core. You know what
oh,
I'm saying? She got to get all
Yep.
that
That's how.
shit
of
Yep.
going up. Like,
course.
That's how it works. That is definitely how it works.
Of course. And so while we waiting for the good people to come in, how have y'all's weeks been going?
I feel. Yeah, we've been pretty. Oh, I can't go live from there because I don't like the angle of it.
we've been pretty decent. You know what I'm saying?
I
Got a
can't.
lot done. Still getting the kids ready to go back to school and everything. So,
Bruh, I'm
you
not
know,
ready.
that's been a whole little task in itself.
I ain't
Mainly, my wife been handling a majority of that. I just show up to meetings and stuff and meet and greets and stuff and all that other good stuff. But outside of
yeah,
that,
the good old orientations and whatnot.
Kindergarten, huh?
kindergarten, they got 3 recesses. Three recesses. We
When
went
the hell
out
did
there.
that start?
We went out there Tuesday, and they had a curriculum night
Three
at the school,
recesses.
so that they went over everything they gonna be doing. They got 3 recesses, then lunch. You know what I'm saying? They got a
Hey,
recess, then lunch, and then they got a lunch. I mean, a recess before they get ready to go home.
yeah,
They
they
just
gotta
trying to
burn
wear the
off. They gotta
kids
burn
out.
off their energy. They gotta burn off their lunch. Do they
Right.
still do nap time in kindergarten or no?
They got like a little option where some kids get, because some kids like to chill out, and some kids no. They come to realize nowadays to try to make everybody lay down. So they give them
No,
the option now.
understandable.
So
They get an option?
yeah,
You know, all kids are not privy to naps, so
correct. And that's what
you
they was
gotta
on.
be sensitive to their needs.
I got one that's down with a nap, and I got the other one that's like, no, sir. Or what? I went to bed the other night. That's what he always tell me when we say, man, we been taking a
Oh
nap.
my God! Now I went to bed the other
He say,
night.
it's still light outside. What you mean, go to sleep? Y'all understand it.
They too doggone smart.
Let them stay up.
Mm,
Hell, just let them stay
do.
up
Do.
and then
How
be about that
about
life.
you? What's your week been about, girl?
Uh, well, like we were talking earlier, it was a pretty decent week, and then as of
Ding.
yesterday, we haven't had, and so we back to survival mode out here,
Mm.
straight survival mode, no water, and then it was supposed to come back on within 24 hours. I was talking to somebody. He came to my door to notify me that the water wasn't coming back on. We're gonna have a contract come out tonight. He's gonna work on it through the night, but shouldn't
Oh
anticipate it being
Lord.
on tomorrow either. He came to my door to notify me that the water wasn't coming back on. We're gonna have a contract come out.
Oh, wait.
Shouldn't anticipate it being on.
Okay.
That's how it's going. You know.
That's crazy. I mean, you know, I feel like the world is just at that point right now that anything can go.
Anything. Yeah.
Anything goes at this point. It's like nothing else surprises you, like nothing.
All right,
No.
we ain't safe out here no more. You don't even know which way to turn, you know? You
Nothing
know,
surprises you anymore. That's crazy.
you
For
gotta
real.
carry, if you gotta carry a pistol, it's too many people carrying pistols, you know. It's too much craziness, man.
So I
What's
wonder
up, Manny?
if anyone's tracking to see with the amount of weapons that people are carrying now, if
Hmm.
crime is actually going down in those areas.
Huh.
No,
I mean, I
it's
would
it's
be less likely to rob someone if I saw that they had a gun. I'm just
uh,
saying.
I don't know. It's too many of them young with just reckless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get that part too.
That's the whole. I think that's the whole situation with it. You know what I'm saying? it's glorified in the wrong means. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be for protection, gaming, however you choose to do it, but it shouldn't just be for my op. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got an op these days, you know. So
Jokers got started carrying pistols. They got ops that live in the same house they live in.
Right.
Now they hella tough.
So this new slang, ops, I hear it in all the songs now. Everybody's saying they got an op and an op. And I was really confused at first. I'm like, an op? Of course everybody has an opportunity.
What? Yeah.
You old. They gonna say you old.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck is this? And then when I listen to music and I hear the word, I'm like, gotta listen to it in the right context.
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of bull crap, honestly.
I don't like it. I'm not here for it. I'm not. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. Yeah. Don't laugh at me, Manny.
Those cats are not that important. They
like, oh my goodness, guys.
I tell you, they better be watching out for Mr. Charleston White.
Oh, he ready for everybody, ain't he?
He going for everybody. My man's he making these dudes look so silly. They even started threatening him online on social media, showing pistols, and he's like, RICO charges. Now they got the feds involved. If you listen to it, these guys, they silly.
He out here macing people.
Oh yeah. Oh, Soulja Boy and his partners got the business.
Soulja Boy, you know, he got a whole little bad. The dude's a character, man. He's a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't heard about that, Wanda?
No.
Oh, so Soulja Boy and his cronies.
Okay. I think I remember hearing something about it, but I was like getting out the car or something. But go ahead.
So Soulja Boy and his cronies decided to kind of like walk up on him, saying that Soulja Boy was like, I want to talk to you. And the dude's smart. He ain't as dumb as people think. Cause he like, how you gonna have 15 people with you, but you want to talk? He said he maced all of them.
Oh, my God.
Bare mace. He hit all of them.
Jesus,
and left them like that. So
I ain't never been maced, but if I had to guess, I would think it's pretty much like accidentally rubbing red pepper flakes in your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
My silly ass, I'm like 12 or 13, and I found my mama's mace. So I decided to go play with it.
Oh no.
And I ran in the bathroom, started looking at it and trying to figure out how to spray it. And I figured it out. I didn't spray it in my face, but I sprayed it on the wall. That mace hit the wall and the mist came back and hit me in my face. It was everything I could do not to cry.
Oh no. So horrible. What did you do?
I ran to the sink and I started throwing water in my face, but I had to go and wipe the wall down so it wasn't no evidence. So the closer I got to it, the worse it got because I didn't wash my eyes out properly. It was just a little bad little situation. Hands were down around my knees. I'm eyes swelling up and it was bad. I mixed myself.
Okay. So I remember the first time I ever seen someone get maced. Uncle JB had took us to Marquette Pool. And we were leaving, and these two girls were out there fighting. And evidently there was a girl on the ground and another girl was pouring water on her, telling me, you maced my friend, And I'm like, well, what the hell? And you like as a kid, you don't know what that is. So I'm like, what is going on?
Wow.
And then the police was there. Then the police showed up and was like, you got maced? You got maced? Who maced you? Like, how are you talking to somebody? This female eyes is burning out. And you trying to have a whole conversation.
Right.
Like, I'm going to need you to take care of the matters at hand here.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
like, and
you.
I didn't for the life of me since they was pouring like a jug of water, and I'm like, it's a whole pool right there. Just gonna throw her in there.
I
Like
don't know
it'll
if
rinse
that would work.
whatever off.
All I know is
Well,
if
I
you,
guess not with the chlorine though, right?
yeah, if you in a fight and somebody mace you, you just go ahead and yield. You just be like, you know what, this ain't even what we need to be doing. Let me go take care of my face, and then we can come back and work this out through diplomatic approaches because this ain't the business.
So is mace and pepper spray two different things?
Yes, I believe they are. You know what? Let me not guess at it. Let's see what Google says.
Not Google.
Google.
So, what topics are we talking about tonight, y'all? Why he looking that up?
Yeah.
We talking about people that can get in swimming pools, and just talk about Marquette swimming pool, and there's adequate
Ah,
enough accommodation for everybody. You know,
the
we gonna
whole
talk
hood
about
was in
something that.
Marquette. The whole hood.
That's why I ain't wearing my St. Louis stuff today. You know what I'm saying? With y'all because that was disrespectful. And but we gonna get into that. We got a little preseason football. It's a lot going
Mm.
on right now in preseason. What up, Zoe? Glad you
Hey,
joined in,
Zo.
bro. So
So what's good, family?
we're gonna talk about that old nasty monkey pox, you know what I'm saying? It's out here plaguing the communities and you know what I'm saying, the country
Hey,
right now. So
Maya.
Hey,
how
Maya.
am I
How Maya.
this dude. And then we gonna give a little update on Miss Brittany Griner, of course, you know what I'm saying? We gotta stay in tune with that, see what's going on and talk about it and see how politics is weaving a little tangle
Oh my
weave.
God. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Lonzo,
It was only 1 week.
it was only one
It
week,
was
man.
1 week.
So
But we
we had to
appreciate the
take a break.
love.
We had a lot going on
Still
each
got a
one of
lot
us.
going
We
on. Yeah.
So I ain't trying to hear that, man.
not at all.
We appreciate the love though.
He was like, I was
For
still working.
You know
real.
what?
Right.
This is what's different. Give me a second. It's messing. I'm trying to figure out. Nope, that's not it. There it is.
Oh boy, he said,
Hey.
okay. Yeah, I ain't even trip off that too. I'm so trying to squeeze myself into the frame every
Right.
time. I'm like, damn, I moved too far this way. I'm gone.
Let me go fix my background real quick.
Up.
I'll be
What
right
we
back.
doing?
So man, yeah, man. Well, we got a couple of topics, but
We
yeah,
do. We do. How
yeah, we
everybody
do.
else week been? How y'all week been, bloodliners?
Yeah, I'm
What's
about to
been
say,
going
yeah,
on with y'all? Y'all ready for? Do y'all have kids? Are y'all ready for them to go back to school? Y'all ready for school? Y'all done school shopping?
yes,
Let's talk.
yeah.
Let's talk about school shopping and why these people need 50 billion dry erase markers. Like, how many whiteboards you got, sis, sir?
So I was talking about this with my coworkers and stuff, and so he in the mix. He got four little ones. You know what I'm saying? Two of them, one of them finna start kindergarten this year, but
Mm-hmm.
I was telling him, I'm like, man, at this curricular thing, the teachers told us that each student that bring they look everything that's on their list out, that it goes into a bin. So everybody in the class shares. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got twin boys. We sent it twice there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, should we just send one? You know, but
Right. And you got twins.
yeah, so you know, now the wife wasn't having that. We sent it two to make sure that everybody good plus size and because there's gonna be somebody in there that can't do it, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's true. He'll be right
so
back. He had a work call. Um, Let me see. I'm off work for 4 days, and my son, youngest daughter, making me ready to go back tomorrow. First of all, don't do them. Don't do my niece and nephew. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. They are. I was over there on my lunch break, and I just love them. My niece threw a crock at me though.
yeah.
She threw a crock at me, and then she was trying to trick me and do some other stuff. Like it's funny, but
This is a good point
school is
right
school.
here. Yeah, they are teachers are underpaid as well. You know, that's another something we
Yeah,
should reach out to talk about, you know.
that's true. But that's why
But
every teacher appreciation week, we participate.
they
Me,
so
my kids.
genuine, you know, yeah, the teachers are like we sitting there looking at all the kindergarten teachers that's gonna and the principal, assistant principal, they was all up, they gave a good presentation and everything. And we sitting there afterward and like, man, we like each and everybody out there, Of course, Jameer went out there, the oldest son went out there, so we already, familiar with their program, what they got going on and everything.
Right.
I keep saying program because I'm in football season. I'm in the mode, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the program, baby.
Get the program.
You gotta get it together. One of my favorite movies too.
You stupid.
But you want to wait on G to get back in on the topics, or?
I think he might just finish up on this call, but we can go ahead and we 15 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Maya.
I can.
Maya likes my hair.
All right, sorry about that, family. To answer the question, so Manny.
Hey, Dan.
Manny, the water's off. Like I was telling you the other day when I talked to you, the water's off up here on post, and I just got a call saying that it might be out for the rest of the week.
Oh no.
So we've got stuff that we got going on next weekend, and if that's the case, I got to do a lot of there's a lot of residuals that come with that I'll start taking care of after the podcast. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
All right. So
anyway.
Topics.
Lance, what's up, cuzzo? Yeah, let's hit these topics. All right, first thing first. Sister Brittney Griner. Brittney Griner. Who want to lead in on this? Go ahead and get it. Let's talk about Brittney Griner and some of the fallout that might come with it. Let me give a little background. Let me give a little background of Brittney. Oh, you know what? My bad. We ain't been gone but one day, and I'm missing cues.
Dang.
Jesus. Let me get my life
together. In a cage.
Golly. So just as for background and contextual knowledge, Brittney Griner was arrested in Russia roughly February 17th of this year for charges of possession of illegal narcotics in Russia. Those narcotics were in the form of hashish oil that she uses in her pen. She was sentenced a couple of weeks last week, I believe, to 9.5 years in a Russian jail. So that was the sentence that actually came out with that. Now, with that being said, there were talks already about the federal government trying to enter into negotiations to get her out, and the negotiations sounded fairly reasonable, and it consisted of another American citizen that's arrested in Russia by the name of Paul Whelan. Yes, Mr. Paul Whelan, who was convicted of spying and had a sentence of, I think, 16 years in Russian prison at that point. So the negotiations really couldn't get pushed forward until after the sentencing came down. And now that the sentencing has come down, the government is back into negotiations with our federal government is back into negotiations with the Russian government to secure the release. What are y'all's thoughts?
Well, I honestly feel like me personally don't feel like weed is a hashish, weed, whatever you want to call it, is a drug. Like, I guess I don't feel like it's anything. 9.5 years, that's a bit excessive. That's excessive. 9.5 years.
I think it's all a political plot, man. At the end of the day, for me, how we can scheme on, like we say, we're trying to bring home Wheeling. They trying to the merchant of death. They trying to. It's too much political. You know what I'm saying? Woo-ha going on that way over my head and just. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? There it is right there. It's just straight haterism at its finest, they got a
So,
situation where they're gonna use a pond, you know.
which is crazy though. Like, out of all the things she could have done, not she didn't even indulge in the product. They didn't see her using it or anything. It was like, I guess it was just some random check that they did and came across it. And it must have been like in a pants pocket or something, because she didn't even realize it was in there because she packed in haste. Like, she was packing quickly.
But
So
Right.
she
it's
done
not
been
like
in,
she did it. It wasn't intentional. It was a freaking accident.
right, she done been to Russia too many times not to know how they get down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what fathers me about the whole situation. So
Yeah,
you
and,
know,
and that's part of it also. So I think that Russia is going to experience a little financial drain because of the situation. So Brittany Griner would often go to Russia and play in the league during the offseason of the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that brought in a lot of sponsorship, and it brought in other teams from around the world to actually
Mm-hmm.
participate in that league also. But with this happening, the hope is she learns a lesson. And if it was
And with
me,
mm-hmm.
if it was me, I don't think that I would go back and participate in that league because of what could happen and what has happened. That's me
I'm cool.
personally.
Exactly.
I'm
And
cool,
like,
cause
Exactly.
yeah, I'm all the
Yeah.
way good on that. And like you said, Wanda, her excuse was she was rushing and she was packing, and she grabbed the wrong cartridges for her pen. And by the time she got checked, that was pretty much the first time she had figured out that, oh, I grabbed the wrong cartridges. And she said that
Mm-hmm.
it's medically prescribed for.
Mm-hmm.
So I, I don't know the rules over
So
there.
even though, like, okay, so medically prescribed means it's legal for you to have because I need this to function
Yeah,
in life,
but
and
that's
they
for
still give her 9 years. That's ridiculous. And it's
it.
some. I
It
feel like
is.
there's some bigger picture going on here that we have yet to, visualize.
uh, no, we got the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? They trying to. I don't know who the prime. I know the prime minister and somebody. I think it was Biden and somebody met and signed off on something to do something, but outside of this, they first little like plea deal or whatever that
Mhm.
agreement they tried to come up with. So I'm not for sure, man. It's just politics and money. That's all it is. Politics and
Yeah,
money,
it's all
man.
politics.
Right,
And
Absolutely.
jail, a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? The prison system. So
right. So the Secretary of State actually, let's
that's
Anthony
who.
see,
Blinken.
the
That's who it
Secretary of
was.
State, yeah, Anthony
Anthony, his
Blinken.
name Blinken.
Blinken, he's got a funny name,
My
but
bad. My
so
bad.
he confirmed that essentially everybody's going back to the table to negotiate um, the trade, as it were. But
Hmm.
what wasn't actually exposed is what we're giving up versus what they're giving up. So
Right.
at one point it was said, and the articles that I read, they consistently said from notable and respectable government outlets and officials that
Hmm.
the negotiation was going to be in consideration for Victor Bout, who is the merchant of death arms dealer from Russia that is currently locked up in the United States on a 25-year sentence. And he's being held for conspiring to kill Americans, acquire and export anti-aircraft missiles, and provide material support to terrorist organizations, which is
Right.
a lot. That's a
Can you
mouthful.
explain to me how that even equates to weed?
Ah, and that's so the how it can start begin to equate is Paul Whelan. He was arrested in Russia on charges of spying for the federal government.
Okay, you could put the two and two together. Yeah,
Right.
them two. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I
So
want to deal with Brittany for. At first, it was just Brittany. You know what I'm saying? That was. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to deal. Russia wanted to deal Brittany for the arms dealer straight up, the merchant of death,
yeah,
Victor. What you know what I'm saying? Now they want to recount it like, hold on, they gonna give us that, then we might as well try to get a two for. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a two for two. Now here's a two for two going down.
yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, I was reading a few articles, and there was another person who they were requesting to get back, but that person is actually in
Hey,
Germany.
Mika.
He's in Germany, and he's actually, I believe. Let me look at my notes.
Hold on, I need a 2 for 2. I need to go to the basketball head.
serving a life sentence. So they the point of negotiation was to request for America to begin to talk with one of the allies to get another guy, retired colonel, who is an absolute beast. He's a fucking terrorist for sure. But it all involves a strategic movement to aid in the war against Ukraine, which Americans, the citizens of the United States, we have nothing to do with. And that's what we got to remember. So the question, there's two things about this that kind of like rub me a little wrong. First off, like the question is it worth getting her back for a merchant of death? And secondly, if the federal government is willing to go through this type of effort to get somebody out of jail because of marijuana, what about the citizens that we have locked up in the United States of America that are being held on ridiculous charges for marijuana possession? What are we gonna do for them?
Just let everybody go, bro. I mean,
we gonna keep them. We gonna keep them incarcerated because that's more dollars.
Yeah,
Each one of them got $1. That's what it is.
Weed, and I'm sure most of them it was like not even a chargeable amount that they had. Like,
right,
correct. We agree with you, but like I say, like I said earlier, it's all about politics and dollars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what run the country right now. You know what I'm saying? Even the politicians don't have the biggest amount of money. They got some bread, but they don't have the large amount of money that we think they got. But if they all everything getting ran through them, it's a pond, man.
Just
it's
make
money.
the stuff legal, and we ain't even got to deal with it no more. So
yeah, and let's be honest. I mean, other states have figured out how to tax marijuana. Yeah. The federal government, I understand. Like right now, it's still on a list of narcotics. I got it, but
that's bad stuff.
I'm trying to figure out, and I'm looking up. I've been looking up the first person who's overdosed on marijuana.
I've never seen anyone overdose on marijuana.
I've seen it put motherfuckers to sleep.
I quit smoking when you know what I'm saying. I quit smoking when you find that person. You hear me?
I have never. I mean, you might
yeah.
You might go on a bad trip of paranoia, but ain't nobody ever died.
Nah, he might have been in a deep coma. You hear me? You thought he died. You know what I'm saying?
Got the stickiest and the ickiest of the ickies in the stickies.
Right.
Or but tried to put a Taco Bell out of commission and ordered everything on the left side of
Talk
it.
Either that or mess around and watch a traffic light keep changing colors and just sit there. I ain't saying that I've been in that situation before, but
you was sitting there waiting on the stop sign to turn green, like, hey, dang.
Hey, yeah. Let's get off this. Let's get off this conversation. Yeah, let's get off of this.
I'm just saying. You done ate up all the kids' cereal because
I'm just saying it may happen. It may happen. I agree. It may happen.
Look, there's some stuff out there that'll change your life, Jack.
But all in all, man,
it's just the TV guy that changed and went rolling up. You just sitting there with a cereal bowl.
Hey, look. So all I'm saying is, if the federal government would go through these lengths to get citizens of the United States of America back, they need to go through the exact same lengths to figure out, put legislation in place to legalize marijuana and let people go.
Yeah, a lot of these guys should come.
Agreed.
We
approve this message.
Boom.
Stamp it.
Yep, I'm back to let people go. My bad.
Yeah, we're
having hard times out here.
Yeah, we got you. Internet messed up. The water
hey,
we stamped it though, Jig.
We straight in survival mode out here, bro. Fort Hunter Liggett, beautiful place. Don't bring your babies. Don't bring your babies. Speaking of not bringing your babies, let's go ahead and push forward to the next actual topic, which took place in Lee Summit, Missouri, at Lee Summit Waves. I believe that's the name of the place. Summit Waves. It's called Summit Waves.
Summit Waves. A Summit Waves aquatic facility.
That's it. Absolutely. Go ahead, Wanda. Let's hear it.
So what I gathered from this this little story here was that a family had rented out a aquatic center for their 17-year-old son's birthday. And upon arrival for said party, they were denied access. It's not because they didn't pay. It's not because they didn't follow the rules, but simply because they were Black. Let's get into it, family. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was all crazy. Like you say, and then it was actually a 15 and a 17-year-old. Both of the sons was having like a birthday party there. You know,
Right.
it was their party. They wanted to do something with their friends before school kicked back off. You know, they and celebrate themselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so they booked this party a month before this event happened. They had booked the father and the son showed up at the at Lee Summit, where at the Aquatic Center, Summit Waves.
Excuse me.
You know, asked about booking it. That same day they booked it. You know, everything was all in the paper, and then it was a kid's
1900
money.
cash laid down. Bam.
They
Yeah.
Let me
booked
get that reservation.
Yeah.
right. No situation in and there. You see who coming. You see what I'm saying? We booked it for 250 guests. Upon arrival, like you said, more people showed up. You know what I'm saying? So the lady Adrian, I think that's her name. Her name was
Karen.
Major Karen, but her name,
We're
I think
gonna
her
call
name
her
is.
Karen
She got the
Major.
Karen stance.
She got the
Bruh,
stand,
like there
and
is
she got.
no way that me and my family would not
That's
have
the
gotten
Karen
past.
stance. I
I'm
know
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
right.
I'm gonna
budging.
put it like this.
I
Yeah,
know I'm
There's
correct.
no way that our family would have not got past Karen to go have our party.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
she had the
Karen would have.
police. She had the police there too with her.
Yeah, they were flanked by
She
the
had
cops about one
one
time.
officer.
Well, no, it was more than one. It just showed one, but it was
That's all
more.
that's all we see in the image. But it was more than it was. She had the peoples there. You say it was more than one
And all it
of
takes
them.
is
It's going. You can't get pulled over on a traffic stop and say it's just one black male and not three police officers show up on the scene. So just imagine saying it's, you know what I'm saying, some
250.
black
Yes.
males. You know what I'm saying on the scene. You know what I'm
All
saying.
right.
So
So
scary, mom.
let's talk about the agreement that was made between the Evans family and the park.
yes,
So the agreement was made on 7/8/22 for the maximum of 250 guests.
Right.
Between those guests, there was to be 10 to 15 chaperones within their group,
Right.
which I'm sure was there. But we're gonna keep on going. They had a clause in their contract stating that they could not post about the event on social media.
Was there a clause on it?
was there a clause?
That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying in the contract. This is from where the heck I get this from? The Kansas City Post, I do believe.
Okay, because the family came out and said that they did a press conference and said that it wasn't a clause because
they said they definitely said that there was a clause. And
I read the page. I read the cancellation page and the policies, and there's nothing on the in their policies. I read it with Maya, as a matter of fact. I read it to her. There's literally nothing in their online policies that says anything alludes to anything that talks about social media whatsoever.
Even the family
I don't know if they told
that,
them this verbally or what, but they saying that it was part of the contract. It's what the park is saying.
Yeah, okay, got you.
So if the park is saying it, they got to produce that.
Absolutely, I agree. Hold on,
it's not out there.
I'm a bit parched at the moment.
Take that swig. Take that swig.
Yeah, it's not out there. Like I say,
they're screaming
the family did a press conference. The family did a press conference with their lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was the whole family.
Kriegel?
Yeah, yes. They passed and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody behind this. You know what I'm saying? So and the father made a statement. Mr. Evans made a statement. And in the statement, it said that, you know what I'm saying? In his statement, he read that, no, they said nothing about it. He was like, even there on the website promoting you know what I'm saying, events. Go ahead, Wanda. My bad.
Right. No, you're good. So, but on August, okay, that was, you know, back this on August 4th, a post was made about the party, and it was brought to the attention of the park. So they knew this August 4th. What day did the party take place?
I don't remember what day it took
I,
place.
I remember the day, August 6th. August 6th
So
was the day of the party.
these people are starting to show up.
Yeah.
So at 5 p.m., yeah. So the party was canceled at 5 p.m. The party started at 7 p.m. People started showing up between 6:15, and they didn't notify them. They notified them 30 minutes. So they notified them. They found out about the post at 4. They notified them at 5:30-ish, maybe. But that was after they're already en route to the park to get there.
When they showed up.
They showed up.
Yeah.
So.
And then when that happens, we end up getting Karen
Major.
standing outside. Right. Standing outside.
So check this out. The Summit Waves Aquatic Center, for a small group, it's for 100 or less. That's a small group.
Mm-hmm.
For a medium group, you can do 100 to 250 guests.
Right.
For a large group, you could do 250 guests to 1,400 guests.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you can accommodate everybody?
Yes and no.
Okay, so no. Here's the thing.
Go ahead, Wanda. Go ahead, Wanda. You got it.
Per the contract, you said the family was informed that they would have to pay for extra security,
which they did.
They paid for that. They paid for that, but the park in turn did not notify said security / police department of the group.
Right.
So they didn't hold up their end of the contract. So I feel like this family has a lawsuit and they're going to win.
Yeah, I think they're going to win. So there's a few holes in their story. Again, reading the website for Summit Waves, it states and says absolutely nothing about what we were talking about earlier. Like, can't publish it on social media, so on and so forth. So one of the kids is a TikTok influencer, and he did publish it on social media. And at one point, I thought he was publishing it so he could like get some money back, and I thought it was a little money scheme, but it wasn't. So the city officials came out and began to say that there were more than 250 people that were showing up, which I highly doubt. I absolutely highly doubt.
They said it was about 500 people out there.
They said it was about 500 people during that time, which again, I absolutely highly doubt at this point. I go to Lee Summit every now and again. It ain't that many of us out in that area, right? Just throwing that out there. But
so is it possible that people could have traveled there since he was a TikTok influencer to see him?
They could have. They could have. But how did they get a count of 500 people in that small amount of time? That's the first question that I have.
Evidently, they're quite efficient in their time because for 5 o'clock, they knew that these people weren't going to be in a park.
Yeah. And if they're that efficient, they should be also efficient in being able to resolve issues and problems. Because the easy solution to this issue would have simply been, listen, you are contracted for 250 people. Once 250 people come in, we close the gates and everybody else got to go home.
And there you go.
That's the law of the land.
They did not what is it? Procure the security for the event on purpose. They did not want these people to have their event at this park at the end of the day.
Nope.
Or you
when
can
I
be
tell
like,
you, they don't matter how much money you got. And they say that the only color that matter is green. It ain't.
This part. It should matter. That's what I was gonna get to. Like at the end of the day, you gotta treat us like all right, get my 250 in. You can accommodate up to 1,400 people. And you say it's only 500 people out here right now. Why wouldn't you treat us like consumers that we are? You know what I'm saying? Treat me like a customer.
The extra 250 pay.
Treat me like a customer. Right. I'm a customer at this point. Yeah, let me pay. I'm willing to get in. So
The only issue with that is the park closes after a certain amount of time, so they don't have the proper amount of staffing for extra people. But you still have the issue of 250 people, which your staff is already paid for in the form of $1,900 in the contract that was already put up.
Right. The money was paid. Like you had the money in your hand.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, at a certain time, I understand that, but who ain't with a little over? Well, everybody ain't with a little overtime. America don't want to work no more.
I mean, you know, people lazy these days, but I'm gonna get my time and a half plus 10. I tell you that.
I understand, but I'm go ahead, Jay.
No, you got it. You got it.
I'm just saying, man. Just that's what I felt like. Like y'all was saying, they didn't treat them like they didn't take it professionally. You know, they ain't treat everybody like a consumer. Like I say, when I already spent my money, so at that point, you know what I'm saying, I'm granted certain situations.
I want to know who gave Karen Major the cojones to be the one to tell these black people that they were not going to get into the park.
I'm putting her face back up now.
Like, who gave her the cojones?
The cops
she's sitting there looking, she's sitting there looking like, oh yeah, I can't swim, bro. And she probably sitting there like, probably on like 3 of y'all can swim, you know.
Elder James Baldwin stated,
man,
to be black in America is to be in a constant state of frustration. And I was talking to my baby about this not too long ago. And it's simply a continuation of having to try and prove our humanness to everybody else.
And nobody else has to do the same in return.
Right. It gets absolutely exhausting and frustrating. Exhausting. This has become a mantle that we have to wear, unfortunately, because the United States of America as a whole has not come to grips, not just with our history, our past history, but even with the current state that we're in right now, with its melanated, beautiful people. Some of these older folks just, honestly, they need to die the hell off and take their mentalities with them.
Here you go, man. Here's the old people. First it was fuck kids, now it's the old people. Now, G, come on now. Come on, G.
Goddamn kids.
That's what, man.
All I'm saying is the bigots, man. It's the bigots need that mentality. The bigoted mentality needs to die off. And even if we have to expand those borders, that pushes over to LGBTQ people who identify the way they want to identify and be the way they want to be. If a person wants to live, simply let the person live. It takes absolutely nothing to simply respect the person.
You right.
And that's all it should be is respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't gotta agree with everything, but I'm respecting you. You a whole ass life over here.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Respect is a mutual situation, though. It ain't a one-way street.
Watch where y'all spending y'all money, because if you ain't worth the proper care, they don't deserve your money. Okay.
Boy, I done got the flipping cones and barriers or whatever. They wouldn't have, boy. They would have
Karen Major.
Let the twins not be able to celebrate their birthday anywhere after I done paid my money.
I'm gonna fight her so bad.
I would have pulled that little punk ass necklace off. I know I wouldn't.
But see, they handled it correctly though. They handled it the right way though, because if we was out there, you know, like I say,
every penny that they deserve.
It would have made us look just like they said it would have been. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, Karen would have been on the stand like, that's why I feared for my life. You know what I'm saying? So they handled it correctly, and hopefully the best work out for them in this situation.
I hope they get every penny. I hope they do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep them in. I'm gonna put them on the prayer board at the church house.
On the prayer board, because speaking of handling things the wrong way, these insurrectionists, they get in the business. Y'all going to jail. Thug ass thugs. All these insurrection thugs.
Thug like, baby.
All of them getting prison time. They getting hit with it. There, what you got on this, cuzzo?
Oh man, I'm just glad that these boys getting what they got coming to them. You know what I'm saying? the new America, you know. Oh no, I said America. I said new America. America.
America.
Did I say it right?
America.
I
It
can't
ain't
even say
America.
it right.
Cause
You know
ain't
what I'm
nothing
saying? I can't
about
even.
ham.
So these boys just finally getting their due justice. That's what it was all about. They was out there speaking about justice and you know what I'm saying, doing what they need to do for the country and the right willing way and the right way. And now y'all get
America.
faced, yeah, now y'all facing jail time behind y'all situation. But where
Don't
are
That
they?
touch my guns.
Why we can't find these
so
guys?
some of them
They,
getting what 5 to 7 years
oh yeah, they
No.
getting in prison time.
and fed. That's fed time.
But they're not speaking up. You know what I'm saying? During this time, it was pretty much a press conference. Everybody was holding a press conference, speaking on doing the right thing, or what Trump wanted us to do outside of the, what we felt was right.
Hey,
It's consequences to everything now. Now they saying that it ain't just
I'm
consequence to
trying.
everything.
I'm trying to figure out why Trump ain't bailing his people out.
That's
How?
what
How?
that's what
How?
I mean,
he ducking the feds right now. How he gonna do that, cuz?
it shouldn't
He
matter to
just got
him.
his
These
stuff
his
kicked
people.
in. He just got his stuff kicked in. How he
Look,
gonna save somebody else?
Yeah,
these
these
people. These folks have been literally praying to Trump. Somebody called Trump. Trump, come save me. Where Trump at?
Excuse me.
My man, bless you.
but
My man's is
Thank you.
ducking them Fed boys. His crib done got raided at Mar-a-Lago. They done got classified documents out that joint. He's
He
happy
didn't
with
stop.
Trump.
You stealing papers from your old job? I was seeing it was like computer, like printer paper, or
Yeah,
even a damn stapler.
you
You
don't
still
even
in work, my guy?
you don't
yeah,
even work there no more, bro.
What
yeah.
are what are you doing?
Okay.
What are you
So
doing? What's going on?
it's the
So
major cover up, but can't nobody else cover it up no more. Cause the
exactly.
FBI is on these boys. The FBI, like when they got now they got an agenda. They got something to do right now. So
Facts.
Now
Facts.
I know COVID had them shut down. They're like, hey, I'm gonna come back and be all that I can be.
I'm sick of being in the crib.
right.
Let's
Kids and got
let's
on
go
your
figure
nerves. I'm
these
gonna go
folks
do
out.
my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So currently, roughly 889 people have been pushed forward and
How
found
many?
out. 889.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
total count so far. The FBI is still actively looking and searching for other people. And listen, insurrectionists, if you come across this video, if this was such the patriotic thing to do, go turn yourself in.
I don't think they're gonna be
Show how
coming
much
across
of a
this video.
law-abiding, yeah,
This is
show how
not their
much,
demographic.
look, show how much of a law-abiding citizen you are and comply.
Man.
That's
This
what they
taking
Yeah,
away.
tell us to
right.
do.
This
Ain't
taking.
nobody
Hey,
snitching on themselves. Ain't
right,
nobody
Gene.
about to
This
snitch
taking
on
away
themselves.
some of our union workers, our dental workers, our military personnel. It's taking away too many good people we need out here in America.
Look, just go
Lord,
turn yourself
evidently my
in, damn
nephew
it.
didn't got to
Just
the Vaseline.
uh-oh.
And they
I ain't
all
So
in
say.
red states. Well,
yeah,
we've had
889
there was the
people.
one here. There was a guy who lives in St. Charles, which is outside the city limits of St. Louis. It's like a little county, I guess.
He was her.
So
Close
he's
enough.
from St. Charles. I think he got like 5 years, I do believe,
Damn,
7 years, something like that.
hit it.
Okay.
But yeah, like
These
sir.
motherfuckers getting convictions like car notes, 63 months.
I hate my car notes.
Insane.
Oh my God. Dude's sitting said 63 months. I was like, oh my God. How much he gotta
Right. Let
pay?
me
See, I
do
don't
the
feel bad.
math.
I'm
You
like,
hear me?
see,
Like,
63 months because I was sure when them people told me I had to wear my braces for 18 months, I was like, wait.
Right. You gotta do
I
this like
know it's 12 in a year. You know what I'm
yeah.
Hey,
saying?
right.
You gotta break that
I'll take
down.
my 18 months. I don't
You
need
gotta
no
break that down
63
like it's
months.
in trimesters. How old is your
Right.
baby? Oh, my baby's
It's
only
48
14.
months.
Right.
Right.
You
That
getting
baby
locked
all
up
this
in baby
tomorrow. You feel me?
sentence. Yeah, it's baby time. They gone
How old
for
is
a
your
minute.
baby? Yes, say the doggone baby is 48 months.
Yeah, I can't stand that shit either. But so 889 people have been charged. Of those 889, 347 have entered into guilty pleas.
What else they gonna plead?
So, with that being said, the initiator of it, outside of allegedly the former president, um, his name
We
is
know.
Guy Reffitt, something like that. So he received the steepest sentence so far for 7.25 years. That's his sentence. Joker never stepped foot in the Capitol building, but he got the biggest sentence.
This
He
way.
did not. Yeah, he did not enter into a guilty plea initially. That was not his stance. The oldest person arrested at this point, his name, where did I put it? Gary Wick. Oh yeah,
Oldest
Ricochet.
person.
That's a
Gary
white ass
Ricochet,
name.
81. He's 81 years old. This joker got house arrest.
Well, he's 81. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I get
Where
that.
he going? He
Look,
he flew his
was,
ass to the Capitol. I don't know where he's from. He went
there
to
was
the
I bet
Capitol.
that dude was looking like Professor X rolling through there. Come on now.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's another older lady. She got called in. She's gonna get convicted. I think she got convicted and sentenced. And there were pleas being pushed out by family members and other people, like, please don't let her go to jail. Yada yada yada. And
Well,
she's
why
got
they didn't please keep
cancer.
her tail at home?
Hey, Trump better save him.
Why they didn't keep her tail at home then? You wasn't worried about Polly Ann when she was strolling her little Bengay smelling self through the doggone Capitol.
Hey,
Nope.
Look, and I don't care what people's politics are. Everybody has their own right to choose what side of the aisle they want to lean on. But when your politics have you pushing to violence, that's an issue for any side. And not just violence, but violence that's done inside of your own country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's an issue. That's treason.
Yeah, me personally, I'm not a big Nancy Nancy. I call her Nancy Pan. Nancy Pelosi. I'm not a big fan, but you can't just go putting your foot everywhere, man. You gotta wipe your foot when you walk in her office and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You putting your feet all on her desk and knocking her stuff, sitting in her chair. Total disrespect. But nobody come down here and sit in my favorite recliner.
What y'all parents always tell y'all: a hard head make a soft ass.
And that's what's happening.
So
it's always
they gotta pay what they weigh and go ahead and do their time. So.
And I'm glad because that's what America not used to nowadays. People not
taking responsibility for their actions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right there.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be a daggone victim. So
woe is me.
It is what it is. But speaking of being victims, let's push over to the next topic. Good old fashioned monkey pox.
Oh. First of all, I just hate the name. I hate the name. The name is horrible.
Look at that.
Let's
It came from 1952.
So we went from chicken pox to monkey pox.
No, monkey pox came about in 1952 where they found a bunch of lab monkeys, you know what I'm saying, that was in the facilities, and they had all these them pox on them, you know what I'm saying?
Boils.
Yeah.
And of course, somebody thought it a good idea to touch them Mickey Fickies.
Somebody thought it was cool. They was doing more than touching them Mickey Fickies. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
But
it might have been a situation where somebody was just, oh, I'm just gonna go investigate, or you know how people do, you know what I'm saying? You watch it in the movies all the time. It's that one doctor that's just above all, and
let's do it for science.
We should have locked his ass up.
Let's talk about symptoms of monkeypox so we can have everyone aware.
Yes.
So if you're feeling fluish, soreness of the muscles or bones, or cough or fever,
swelling of the lymph nodes. I like that
swelling of the lymph node, all of that.
I don't like it, but
you might want to go get checked because if you
Don't be
feel like you
around
got the
nobody with
flu,
no goddamn monkeypox.
you may not know that you've not been around somebody with some monkeypox because the rash shows up on the genital area or the anus and eventually shows in other areas like chest, arms, face, hands, mouth.
Go ahead, Wanda. I'm gonna share my screen while you're talking because I got
Okay.
this is from the World Health Organization's website.
Yeah.
And it talks about signs and symptoms.
Yeah.
Y'all can pause. No, you can't pause right now, but go back later on and watch the live, and it tells everything. Tells everything. So I'm gonna keep it up here. Go ahead, Juan.
So after you have like your flu-like symptoms, the rash pops up 1 to 4 days later. So you're gonna make it half a week before you know that it ain't the flu, but it's the monkeypox. And it's spread through like touching and contact of any sort. Like, don't be out there wearing your best friend clothes because you can get monkeypox because it stays on fabrics, objects, and if you're around someone who has monkeypox and coughs or sneezes on you, and those secretions get into your mucous membrane, you now have monkeypox, my friend.
And you better start beating ass. Whatever room you in, you better fill that whole room up with uppercut because somebody just gave you the damn monkeypox.
They even gave you monkeypox. And what else? It's a lot.
there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, and then they're still researching to see if the person is asymptomatic, can they still pass on monkeypox?
Like, how can you be asymptomatic to the monkeypox? Like, that don't even sound like it's called the monkeypox. You can't get around it.
It is called monkeypox. But yeah, so if y'all haven't seen like videos or pictures of the monkeypox, it looks like disgusting. It's gross.
Yeah.
So it basically, to me, that's not even the worst case I've seen. I was on the TikTok app, and there was a young man who had, monkeypox, and when I tell you that there was like a big old red blister here, it looked like a fever blister on crack. You know what I'm saying? It was a strong ass fever blister. And then Buddy goes to open his mouth, and his throat is covered with lesions.
That's just
red and white lesions.
Golly.
My first thought is, they're like, the first place we see these lesions are on your genital area. Buddy had lesions on his mouth and throat. What irresponsible person was he with him? Like, hold on, buddy, let's not go there. I may have monkeypox.
Why you gotta put it like that?
I'm just saying. There's a couple things, if you're gonna be doing that thing, that'll put a stop sign on the act. And I would say that a rash looking as such would be that.
That's that monkeypox.
Like, ooh.
I like to say, protect yourself, man. Watch your surroundings.
Them damn.
Yeah, that might be cause to continue to wear masks. Because like you said, Wanda,
and gloves, because you can touch something that somebody infected touched and you have it. So we got to be out here walking around in damn near hazmat suits to live life.
All right, basically. Mm-hmm.
So what y'all think? Because
well, I like to say, protect yourself. It affects a wide range of mammals, monkeys, humans, squirrels, and you can give it to your pets.
Ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? So stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They saying you can get COVID from your pets. So We can't live. It's COVID, it's the monkeypox, it's floods. We just can't live. We just supposed to be in a house. We just supposed to stay in the house and be there. That's where we supposed to be, in the house, getting right with Jesus.
Yeah, this monkeypox thing. I'm so
or
sick
whoever
of.
you pray to.
I'm so tired of pandemics and epidemics and
I am. Oh my God, it's so draining.
It's ridiculous. Like
Add all that to the stress of being black.
monkeypox, man. So monkeypox. I was at Fort Riley, 2003 to 2006, and y'all might not remember this, but there was a point during that time frame where there was a monkeypox outbreak. I think it was 2004. There was a monkeypox outbreak in the United States, and
It's
it came on the
nasty.
news, and it was talked about a little bit, and then it went away. It went away.
It did.
Yep.
It's
Here we
nasty.
are. Here we are.
It's back.
It's back. It's back. Not now. What again? What we got to start looking at this point is there was another virus in China that's killed 35 people.
I know. I heard about that. I was like, what?
And I ain't even looked up the name of that one. I was through. I was like, damn it all. Yeah, you drank that cuz that was all you.
No, I did not. I
Who
still
did
had
it?
half a bottle left.
Who did it? You know what you gotta do? You gotta check the floor around you because you might have knocked it over by accident and it spilled out a little bit. It might
No.
have spilled
Close
out
one.
in your cup.
Close one. All right, it might be a little bit more in there than you think.
Right. That was all you, Kizzo.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's gone.
you gotta tap the bottom to make sure. But that was all you. That
I
bottom was
did
all you.
not.
So I'm tired. I'm tired of the pandemics, epidemics. You sick Mickey Fickies. Stay y'all asses in the house.
Stay in the house.
Damn.
People, wash y'all hands.
Wash your hands,
Health
you
is
little nasty
wealth.
asses.
Oh my God. I want to go on a cruise and I can't because y'all nasty.
Messing everything up.
Y'all is nasty.
Jesus. I hate y'all sometimes. Anyway. With that being said, we about to get it closed out, but we cannot close anything out. Actually, we got a special movement, another banner, and this is going to be part of this segment. Of course, what got you effed up, and yeah, he ended up getting monkeypox from that, y'all.
Oh my God! Yeah,
His hands are still on the little thing.
Yeah, monkeypox was all on that seal.
Bro, how hard was he rocking?
That cat died, didn't even know it.
He died twice.
Scorpion. His New Balance are so far forward of his head. That's literally head over heels or heels over head, whatever it's called.
Head over heels.
Dirt, what you got? What got you effed up?
Well, like we were discussing earlier this week, just being a homeowner. You know what I'm saying? Purchase a home for somebody, you know what I'm saying? Think it was an outstanding citizen, outstanding person, just kept up with line work, all that. But then when you move into the crib and you realize all the bullshit and all the rigging that this person did in your house, I guess just for them to survive, but nowadays it's causing so much problems for me. And you know what I'm saying, as a new home, you know what I'm saying, taking over it, it's work. I didn't think it was gonna be this hard. I thought it was just gonna be just like, yeah, just cut my grass. So speaking of line work outside, I go out there, I'm like, yeah, baby, we're gonna plant some flowers out here, get our look. You know what I'm saying? We got some little garden beds up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna put our flowers in some flower beds and stuff. So get out there. They got rock. Well, first is that little layer, you know what I'm saying, that little liner, you know what I'm saying, pretty much. So I'm like, okay, boom. You know what I'm saying? Keep the line, pull the line up. It's rock. It's some brick. It's motherboard. Before you get to the good soil, man, it's some great soil up under there. But before you get to the good soil, it's so much bull that's up wiring upstairs. I try to turn on the light. We turn on the light switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is this light switch? We don't know what it do. Finally plugged in the lamp in the living room. That light switch in the kitchen, you turn that mug on, it turn on the lamp in the living room. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying?
I feel you, cousin. I really do.
I can't do. I don't know what the old heads were doing back in the days, bro. Like, anyway, that's what got me up there being a new homeowner and having to fix out. I got a honey to do list that's about
It's
this
grown.
long.
It's a grown ass
Ain't
man.
growing. Ain't growing.
I feel you, cousin. Being a homeowner is not for the weak of heart or the cheap. I'll tell you that. It's not. So yeah. So Faye, what got you effed up this
What you
week?
got, G? Yeah.
Just having to, go and buy water that I'm gonna bathe in, and
I got you. I
having
ain't mean to
water.
I ain't mean to laugh. My bad. I ain't mean to laugh. I ain't mean to laugh.
Having to pour water in the toilet to flush it because I don't want to walk down the street and use the porta potty. I'm probably just gonna end up driving out of town and getting a hotel somewhere. Just to be honest, I might just end up in Mountain View, my old stomping grounds, and hanging out because of this. Because I don't want to live like this. I'm too old for this shit.
Understand?
I like taking showers now. I like taking long hot showers.
What is it in the community? Is this in the neighborhood or is it in
no? It's the whole installation. It's the whole damn installation, man. And I don't. I'm not in the field, so I'm not finna go buy a bunch of wet wipes to take a wet wipe shower. And I like drinking water too now. That I'm getting older. I like that.
How effective are wet wipes as a shower?
Very. I tell you what, if you go out camping and you in the field and you ain't got no water, and you finally take a wet wipe bath, it's gonna change your whole life. It's motivation. You can push forward for another week. Hey, I've been there. I've done it. I'm telling you. But this, I've been thinking about it since we've been on the podcast tonight, and yeah, I'll probably just head out of town and just,
he like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Yeah, because just go get a hotel somewhere and just be there for the weekend, and I'll drive back Monday to figure it out, to see if things have gotten better, and if not, I might just buy a plane ticket to go somewhere.
Don't go to Lee Summit. They don't like black people there.
I'm going to Lee Summit. I'm gonna be in Lee Summit. I'm gonna tell you that. Tell you that right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's all. What about you, Wanda? Let's get it. I've been waiting for this.
What got me effed up is people not taking oral health seriously.
Wait a minute, you say oral sex?
I take oral sex seriously.
Oral health.
Oral health.
People do not take oral health seriously. Like I legit tell y'all every week, don't forget to brush and floss. And when I say that, I say it from my heart and from my mind, because I am knowledgeable of what happens if you don't. I'm going to show you guys real quick what's got me effed up this week and why I tell you guys to brush and floss every day, every week. Okay? That we cannot hear you. Whatever you're saying, I can't hear you. Did he mute us?
Go ahead, go. Yeah.
Going on. Moving forward to what? Oh gosh. So
the tooth ain't nothing but the tooth.
Ah, there it is.
What is going on?
Mercy.
I will tell you what's going on. These are 6 teeth that was removed. This is all the person had left because they did not brush and floss. If you look at number 11, if you look at the very top of number 11,
I don't want to look at it no more, actually.
That is infection on top of number 11. Let's keep going because I have more.
That's absolutely horrible.
This is what happens when you do not brush and floss.
That look like bullet. That look like an autopsy for somebody that got hit 32 times.
Absolutely not. This is somebody with periodontal disease that did not brush and floss. Now, the teeth are all broken down and rotten. So imagine how your breath feels if y'all smell a decaying animal. Imagine how your teeth smell being when they decay. It's disgusting.
Oh my goodness.
Moving forward, this is, and I'm showing y'all pictures. These are all the teeth that these people had left. This is it. This is all they had.
People are here talking to people too. You know what I'm saying? All up in your face. Hey, bruh.
Yeah, trying to be intimate. Like, nah, get out of here. Your breath smells worse than death. You gotta take.
18 teeth out of 32. This individual had 18 left.
Wow.
Why? Because they did not brush and floss. So.
Yeah, baby, pull all the way up in the back of the wall, corner and everything. I don't even want to. Ooh.
Let's go through that again.
No, we ain't got. Oh man.
I'm finna go floss. I'm finna go floss.
I'm finna go grab.
This is your mouth on poor oral hygiene.
Don't do drugs, people.
This is your mouth on poor oral hygiene. All right. Wow. That's what got me effed up this week.
Well, thank you for
and all of those were done this week. All those extractions were done this week.
Wow.
That's been my week at work, but okay.
That's ridiculous. All right, so let's get ready to close it out, family. What's your final thoughts, Wanda?
Brush and floss your teeth. Love your teeth. Love yourself.
Love your teeth.
Oh my God. Be true to your teeth or they will be false to you. Shut up.
What about you, Dirt? What you got for your final thoughts, Cuzzo?
Always the same, man. Just love your people. Respect everybody. Respect your people. Give them their rose while they heard. Just show love, man. That's it.
All right. So my final thoughts, I'll try to make this pretty quick. I was talking about Elder James Baldwin earlier today, and another thing that he said at one point was the most divided time in America at that time was high noon on Sundays. And that's when Black Christians went to Black churches and white Christians went to white churches. That was the most divided time in America during his time period. And so I posed a question to everybody that's listening. What have we done as individuals, as a culture, as people to begin to close that divide? And how can we do better? How can we be better? Not just for our immediate circles, but for our lives in general. And once you figure out how to close that divide, put action to it and be that.
Yeah.
Be that. Be the face of love. Be the face of change. Be the action that people are afraid to take. So those are my final thoughts. All right. With that being said, and the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. God bless.
Good night.
Good night, good people.